Hi everyone, it is meteorologist Alexa Minton here. Excited to be here with you all this Saturday. Hope you had a beautiful start towards your morning because we're already seeing some activity headed our way. As always, if I don't answer a specific region and you've got a couple extra questions, I do my best to keep an eye on the comments to see where everyone's watching from. I see we have someone watching from the International Space Station, right? The ISS. Hello, Jeremy. It's exciting for me to see where you all are from, especially since I'm new to the area. So just make sure you mention where you're looking for these locations, and I'll do my best to comment there. I see we got people from, calling them out. We got Berea, Columbus, Indiana, Boonville, Mayfield, Mount Sterling. I was just in Mount Sterling like 20 minutes ago for a story. Nancy and Lexington, and of course the International Space Station. Thank you all for joining me today. Let's go ahead and dive right in because we got some activity headed our way, right guys? Looking at our camera at the moment, we are noticing First Alert Radar Network showing a little bit of activity, right? We're seeing some thunderstorms that are headed our way. The good news is that nothing's looking to be severe at the moment. Some of our friends in Louisville did have a severe thunderstorm warning, but things have definitely lost a lot of gusto in regards to what we should expect for today. In fact, look at how these storms, yes, there's still lightning popping up here and there, but things are moving a lot slower. So that's always a good sign, right, folks? Well, as we take a step back and look across the state of Kentucky, we kind of get a better gist. So what's ending up happening is most of that active thunderstorms that we were kind of seeing, not only are they, one, losing steam, but two, they are kind of tilting, right? It's going to affect our friends in Tennessee more than parts of central Kentucky. Now, if you are in South Central, so I'm thinking specifically the two towns I think of usually are London, Somerset. If you're in McCreary County, any of those that I mentioned, you guys are going to be getting some heavier rain. However, if you're in parts of northern or like central Kentucky or even eastern, parts of eastern, y'all aren't going to get that much, you know. It's not going to get that heavy. Still going to be rain. And if any of you have stepped outside, whew, let me tell you, it is a doozy right now. Right now, our current conditions are, it's 79. We've got a higher humidity, so it's feeling more so like the 80s. And in fact, we're going to watch this keep up throughout the day. I think that this is going to be the thing that's going to distract us from the day. A lot of people are trying to keep our eye on the storms, but if you're spending extended periods of time outside, it is going to be so muggy, folks. I can't stress it enough. I just went to the Small Town Festival in Mount Sterling, had a blast. I got to talk with some awesome people there. I tell you, I was only outside for like 45 minutes to an hour. I felt so sweaty. It's one of those days where it's going to feel so thick and muggy all day. In fact, we can see it in our hour-by-hour heat index. Look at this. This is 230 outside. I see some people are saying it's soupy in Mount Sterling. I know. It's when that air feels so thick. So our temperatures aren't going to really get past the mid-80s or upper 80s, but because we're seeing all of this activity, we got all this moisture, it's going to feel like 96 in Lexington, feel like 101 in Louisville. And then by the time we hit those dinner time hours, folks, woo, it might be feeling like you're in the triple digits depending on your location, right? It might feel like 106 in Owensboro, 101 in Bowling Green, 101 in Lexington, 100 in Mount Sterling. It is going to feel nice and muggy throughout our day. And in fact, we can kind of see it pretty well on our muggy meter for what we're looking at today. It's kind of wavering between the muggy and tropical parts of the area. You know what I mean? And we're kind of keeping our eye on it. Now, as you look on Monday, that's when we're going to have a big tapering off in regards to our humidity levels. And we can kind of see that once we look at our hour by hour. So let's break it down specifically. Looking towards noon, we start to see where that activity is, right? This is our HER forecast for any of you weather nerds out there that's there. I'm looking at the HER model. We still see rain in parts of central Kentucky. If you're going to see a thunderstorm, it's going to be if you're in south central Kentucky, right? There could be some of those pop-up thunderstorms, and I think most of that activity is going to move south, but there's still so more, there's going to be chances for thunderstorms throughout the rest of the afternoon. We're looking at 3 o'clock here, and then we're going to trend towards 6:30. Looks like most of the activity is out of the way, but again, it's that mugginess, it's that thick feeling that could spawn a pop-up shower or thunderstorm at any point of the afternoon, right? Now, once we carry out through the rest of the evening on Saturday, we're going to keep our eye on maybe a few more pop-up showers in central Kentucky. Might get a little heavier in parts of the overnight, and then we're going to look towards 3 o'clock, right? We start to see the clouds kick back up again, but it's Sunday where we're going to see a lot of widespread cloud cover. It's going to be really humid throughout our day on Sunday. keeping our eye towards Sunday afternoon, we see what's headed our way, right? Do you see that wall of rain that's coming towards us at around 1 o'clock? Well, around 4 o'clock, it starts to push into our region, bringing a few bits of rainfall and showers. And we want to keep our eye on late Sunday, right? Because that's when we're going to start to see some activity. Early Monday, things are going to start to get active. Look what happened. 5 o'clock Monday morning. Our friends in southern Kentucky, again, you guys are going to be hit with some heavy thunderstorms Monday early morning hours. It's going to get even heavier by the time you are maybe getting ready to out the door for work at around 7 o'clock on Monday. It is going to be a doozy. We see a lot of activity. I'm hoping that this system is going to move a little bit farther south. It looks like it's starting to push towards parts of, it looks like most of that activity might get pushed towards Tennessee, but our friends in Williamsburg, like you guys are at the hot spot right at 9 o'clock on Monday based on this model outlook. So it could be some strong thunderstorms. Now, in regards to temperature, once we see this storm system pop through, look at what happens to our temperature, guys. And we're watching temperatures where we usually expect, upper 80s for August. We drop so far. We're going to feel more like September this week than really August, It's going to be nice and cool. We're going to have temperature highs in the 70s. Our overnights are going to be going down towards the 50s. So I see a couple of you in the chat are like, when can we expect fall? When can we expect fall? Well, I tell you, it's going to feel a little bit more like September than August this week. So I can't guarantee that we're going to be as calm as we usually are during the fall this week, because we do still have some rain activity, but at least we'll get the temperatures a little closer to what you would expect for the fall time. Now, for our forecast breakdown, I want to mention, I saw someone ask a question about severe weather threat. There is a marginal risk for most of the state. Now, northern Kentucky does have a slight risk. Parts of northern Kentucky does. We're keeping our eye on it all day. So that's a level 1 and a level 2 risk. If it's going to happen, it'll probably happen sometime here within the next couple hours or two. We're looking at these afternoon showers. Things definitely calm down by the time we hit the 5 o'clock hour tonight, and things are going to be a lot more calm tomorrow. It's Monday then when we start to see a pickup again in rain. I see Paul just mentioned that you didn't see a lot in Cynthiana. It's one of those days where some people are going to get like 10-15 minutes of heavy rainfall, and other people are going to get not a single drop, but it's going to feel muggy consistently all day long. So if I did not specifically address your area, again, what we're looking at, to give everyone a recap, today we are looking at parts of south central Kentucky. You guys might get some heavy rain here in the next couple hours or so. Pop-up showers for the whole state, so just keep that umbrella handy. It's so muggy today. It's just that it's like we're towing the line for some pop-up showers consistently today. Tomorrow, same story. It's going to be a little less intense. We're not looking at the thunderstorms that we'll be hearing today. Monday is when we're going to start to see this big rain system come through, and I'll go ahead and show y'all our 7-day forecast, but you got to tune back in tonight and see an updated version, I guess. But what we're looking at, do you see those temperatures on Monday? Look at how quickly we drop. We're looking at storms kind of lingering throughout our weekend. Monday, we're going to be in the 70s for our high. So that's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I think that's first day of school for Fayette County. You guys are going to have a nice and cool, calm start of the day. So I hope this helps out everyone to give you a little bit of an idea. These storms that you're starting to hear probably are going to be very loud. We're keeping our eye out for them now. I know that there was one severe thunderstorm watch out for parts of the area near Louisville as these storms are trekking through. It doesn't look like it's already expired. And we're watching this storm system kind of push down towards parts of southern Kentucky. As always, we've got our first alert radar channel. We have not issued a first alert weather day for this active weather system. It's going to be loud. It's going to sound loud. It's going to be heavy rain, but we're not looking at anything extremely damaging or severe in regards to these storms. It's definitely going to be loud though, and it might rain out if you got a picnic planned. Fingers crossed it's not going to rain out your Mount Sterling's festival, because I had so much fun when I visited it. If you guys have any questions, of course, always comment them. I'm still trying to get used to the area, so make sure I cover your area by leaving it in the comments. Also, if you guys have any suggestions about the places we should visit as a newbie to the state of Kentucky, let me know that as well. I had a blast in Mount Sterling today. But thank you for watching. You can find me tomorrow morning on WKYT Mornings, or I'll do another Facebook Live. You can tune in tonight to see our new meteorologist, Ben. He's great. He's super sweet. His like first weekend is tonight, so we should all tune in and give him a little bit of support. But if you guys have any questions, let me know. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and stay safe out there, and hopefully stay cool with all of these muggy temperatures.